Right, and welcome back to another Dave the Diver guide. Now, this is going to be about the Dredge DLC, which takes place on any thick fog day. Now, today I'm going to go through the menu of what you can catch, like the abberated fish and what they're worth. Now, there really isn't much to this DLC in the sense of dishes. Like, it's organised by price. The only new dishes are all basic sushis. There's quite a lot of them because, as you can probably tell, there are a lot of aberrations. And I mean quite a lot. Like you can see here, there's tons of them. Absolutely tons. So today I'll be showing what the menu's worth and what you should be aiming to catch. As you can see, each of them are in a certain area, like Jellyfish Basin, Black Cliff, or Fog Coast. Those are the three areas that you can get. So each of them are in their different areas. I'm going to show you all the sushi now. Noticeably, their taste is very low. There's really not much to these sushis. There's quite a few of them, but their prices range and vary drastically. That's it for the sushis. As you can see, it only really starts picking up around here in price, like with the Cortex Decorator. Everything above that, or everything below that, is quite meager in price. So as you can see, in the top 9 now, 4 from Black Cliff, 3 from Fog Coast, and 2 from Jellyfish Basin. But really, the top performers are the Gazing Shark, the Translucent Sturgeon, and the Bloodskin Shark. All 3 of which also give you the parts for the Drain Gun, so that's also a worthwhile thing to note about them. As you can see here, their prices are quite close together at the 1,200 range, so you want to be serving them to the robed figures. And that's about it for that part. Like, you know, there's not much to it really. Like, just catch the more expensive fish if you're going for the more expensive fish, like after you catch them all. Because it's worth catching them all to fill out your Marinka, but after that, you're really going to be only serving these top ones, if all goes well. Now, does that mean that bringing the tranquilizer dart is better, like the hush dart is better, because these sharks can only be caught at 3-star with that, and this can also be caught at 3-star with that? Well, perhaps. Because you also can, with that, like when you go to Fog Coast, the second most valuable one is the Sallow Sailfish, which also needs the tranq dart, the hush dart even. And here, although that's like the sprouting eels can also be caught with a tranq dart, but they can also be caught with a net. These are also tranq dart only, so I think the tranq dart is actually probably the better option if you're just going for the high value fish. Otherwise, the steel net gun will catch most stuff. I think there's 5 fish that can't be caught in a steel net gun, and everything else can be caught with a hush dart. It's just that you'll have to spend more time getting ammo, I guess. Or maybe not even that, because the fish are quite so far apart that, you know, one tranq dart is basically the same as using one net. So perhaps it is better to use the tranq dart here. There's not really much to these aberrated fish in the menu. They only stick around for, like, they expire after 1 day, so they all get sold at the end of the day as well. So it's not like you can keep them and upgrade them. They all just like start out at max level, which is level 1. So unlike all these other sushis up here, that you upgrade over time, these just start out at the max level. They're the only sushis in the DLC. So you haven't got to worry about anything else. There are no recipes involved in them. So these are literally just, you catch them and they are here basically. But yeah, no, that's about it for this video, I think. There isn't really much to the Abberated sushis. I mean, you can only go to one of the 3 spots per night. So basically, if you go to Jellyfish Basin, you can only get Jellyfish Basin fish that night. Same for like the other ones. If you go to Black Cliff, you can only get Black Cliff fish. If you go to Full Coast, you can only get Full Coast fish. So if you want to pick, you have to go to any given one of them. Now, I found it was most profitable overall when selling like the Abberated fish when I went to Black Cliff. Black Cliff was the most profitable zone in the sense of like, so you catch a translucent sturgeon, but you also have stuff like the sprouting eel, the withered ray, and even these Cortex decorator crabs that are all quite high value. So if you catch as many of them as possible, when a traveller merchant comes to buy your Abberated fish, although they have less value because you're selling them to a traveller merchant and as opposed to the hooded figures, they will. You basically have the most high value fish there. Like the Cortex decorator crabs, they are in the 50 to 130 meter zone, so you do all your crab traps down there if you can. And yeah, this is quite low down in one of the 50 to 130 meter zone. So is this one. This is actually in the 0 to 50 meter zone now. So I'll show you about crab traps in probably another video, perhaps tomorrow. I don't know. I kind of feel like doing it tomorrow. So yeah, I'll show you about crab traps and what the best way to do crab traps is in this DLC. But that about concludes this video here. Like, you know, if you want the most profitable thing, go to Black Cliffs. You should also go to Black Cliffs first if you want to get the drain gun leveled up, because the first thing you need is a translucent sturgeon spine, which is found at the Black Cliffs. So yeah, like, you know, Black Cliffs is a very good solid zone to go. Again, I recommend a modified Hush Dart. I think that is the best weapon in this DLC, because the net gun can catch almost everything, but the Hush Dart can actually catch everything. Like, there's nothing that the Hush Dart can't catch. That said, there will be times like where you just can't catch everything at once. And let me find, where's those wreckfish I see? Yeah, because like, say for example, the bony wreckfish and the shattered wreckfish, they are both at Black Cliffs. They need to be droned out if you want to get them at 3-star. Same with this withered ray here, same with this sturgeon here. And I'm pretty sure there's something else that, oh yeah, this eel here also needs to be droned out. So effectively, you have like, to get 3 stars on every fish, you still need to go in multiple times to get them droned out. The wreckfish are also passive, so it's not like you can lure them over to anything. And all these, like, apart from the sturgeon, they are in the lower depths, so they won't follow you up there to actually be able to net them all at once. So yeah, you do need to do multiple trips if you want all the Marinka 3-star. But other than that, it's actually a pretty straightforward DLC. Like, all these fish, they are in fixed location, they all spawn at the same time, so it's not like you go there and it's random what fish spawn. It's like every single fish that is in that zone will be in that zone. So you haven't got to worry about anything like that. Alright, that does it from me. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you all have a good day.